What's up, guys? Game Fiend All Games here, and I'm back because once again another week in wrestling has come to an end, and I hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. I hope you all ate well, because I know I did. But moving on to what we're here for, another drama scripted Saturday, and man, you know times is hard in WWE when they are really copying off of TNA almost to the fullest. I don't understand why they're doing this. They've copied everything from the previously on the last show to one of their main events with AJ Lee and John Cena. Now, I know it's that we've seen TNA copy from or do stuff from WCW and WWE, but it's kind of backwards where the #1 company is really just copying off of the #2 company, and I'll give you some examples. Besides the obvious John Cena and AJ Lee. The CM Punk thing, counting up the days till he made 365 and counting how he was the 10th longest reigning, now he's the 8th longest reigning. TNA did that back in February and March with Bobby Roode, counting up to the days where he became the longest running TNA champion. And other thing they have, well, obviously the AJ Lee and the John Cena thing, which it's really stupid. Like, it's dumb. I don't like it. I don't understand it. And they made out on Raw, which added up to more randomness. And why is Dolph Ziggler just attacking John Cena? Like, I know he's under the wing with Vicky Guerrero, but just having him attack John Cena for no reason whatsoever, and then the random backstage brawl. But Dolph Ziggler did cut one hell of a promo on AJ Lee on Raw. That promo was good before another random fight happened. Oh, for those who are wondering, the injury is story. It's not real. He's not hurt. His meniscus and his knee is not torn. Due to the fact that I found out that backstage brawl was taped previously in the day, so that part of Raw was not live, and he wrestled this Saturday on Saturday Night Slam, and that storyline I don't get. The Big Show and Sheamus storyline, that's the only storyline that makes sense out of anything in the WWE. Well, you do have the Randy Orton and Alberto Del Rio, but how long can they, fight each other with no title being on, nothing being on the line? Other things that stood out to me this past 2 weeks is I haven't been able to give you a drama scripted Saturday because my internet went out thanks to the snowstorm. The Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns attacking Ryback. I think it's good that they are getting this push and they're finally on one of the main event shows, but they're hitting Ryback to get themselves noticed. So I'm interested on Monday to see what they're all about. I want Dean Ambrose to take that mic and explain why they're doing this. I do not think they're with CM Punk, because everywhere Ryback has been, that's when these three have come up. So even though it is a coincidence that CM Punk is there, but I don't think they were with CM Punk. I think CM Punk is his own guy. He just has Paul Heyman. CM Punk doesn't need a stable. In my opinion, throughout the past, history has shown that CM Punk works best on his own. Reason they probably put him with Paul Heyman is, one, he said before on Twitter that yes, one, he's a Paul Heyman guy, and two, I do not know how long WWE has signed Paul Heyman, and with Brock Lesnar being out the picture probably till either Royal Rumble or WrestleMania, they needed to give Paul Heyman something to do, so why not stick him with CM Punk? And it works. CM Punk still does the majority of the talking, but Paul Heyman's assisting with his managing skills and the side ring comments that help cheer him on, or Like the little noticeable things that he does. When, for example, when when Vince McMahon called out CM Punk, and CM Punk was like, "Okay, I'll face you." Paul Heyman was in the back, holding the time, was like, "Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it." It's like the little things that he adds to the situation that doesn't necessarily need to be there, but he puts his own little, you know, exclamation points on things to make things just a little bit better. Or another where he did it with Brock Lesnar, where he was like, don't take any step further, Sean. He'll break his arm, Triple H. And then when he actually broke his arm, Paul was like, "Oh, you actually broke his arm." Like, it's just those little things that make Paul Heyman good. He adds the little extra that's not needed, but you see he puts in the extra effort to sell the product and to sell the situation even more. That's probably why he's still there, and he needed to give him something to do. Things on the TNA side of things. Now TNA is copying WWE, which is already copying TNA, with Austin Aries saying that he has that Brooke Hogan is having some type of relationship with Bully Ray, when Brooke is the GM of the Knockouts, and AJ used to be the GM of All Raw. See, now it's like a copying of a copying. I don't get both companies are both companies this bad at writing scripts that they're copying and copying and copying? It's like one giant recycle. And yes, I know it happens in the past, but not in the span of 60 days or 90. Like, usually they would wait like 6 months or a full year, but like when it's in the span of the same month, it's totally obvious, and two, it's kind of weird. It really is weird. In undrama scripted news, as I said before, John Cena's injury is not real. It's 100% scripted. Cody Rhodes is going to be out of action for a while because not this past Wednesday, but last week's main event Wednesday, and the match between Kane, he tore something in his shoulder, and I think he tore MCL. I'm not sure, but I know he hurt 2 things in that match. But it was great that he was still able to finish the match. So Cody Rhodes is going to be out of action for a while. My thoughts on The Miz turning face, we're about 3 weeks into it, and I don't know. I think he needs to go back to being a heel, because I would say being a heel is more natural to him, because he really is more of a show-off asshole in real life than where WWE has him being a face. You could kind of see trying to act like a face, and it's not really working because he has to fake. He can't be himself. It's like John Cena being a heel, which everybody in the world wants. Which, to be honest, if John Cena would turn a heel, it would change nothing. It wouldn't change anything. But you can kind of see how John Cena is a face, he is himself. That's why it's naturally have him as a face. Where you have CM Punk, who should naturally be an anti-hero because he naturally is a rebel. But WWE decided to make him a full-blown heel. CM Punk is best as an anti-hero, as The Miz is best as a heel, as Cena is really best as what he is himself, a super babyface. But that's going to wrap this up for this week's Drama Scripted Saturday. Remember that there will always be a Drama Scripted Saturday, regardless if my internet goes out again. So there's that cable bonum. Please remember to rate, comment, subscribe. The way to contact me is in the description below. And ask me questions if you want on how I feel about anything we've discussed in this episode or in my previous episodes. And I'm Game People Don't Games, guys. Signing out. Peace.